Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video. There's been a lot of questions about incubation using the GEO product that you can purchase at your gecko guy. Basically, here's a GEO. They are a plastic mold with the tabletop bottoms with 4 compartmented sections for your eggs to lay on, and you can see that they kind of lean down here. They're kind of like a little place for your egg to sit. I'm going to show you how I set them up. I've been using GEOs here for the past 3 seasons. Had great success with hatch rate, and also had, I noticed they hatch 3 to 5 times shorter. Not 3 to 5 times, I'm sorry, 3 to 5 days shorter than using the regular egg on the vermiculite or perlite or however, whether you like to use hatch right or super hatch, whatever that is. So basically, what you need is a simple deli cup with a lid, no holes. If you do have holes on the side, it's all you got available, that's fine, just tape them up. Use packaging tape or whatever you have, tape up all the holes. I'll explain why that's important in a little bit. So you have a plain, you know, this is like a 12 ounce deli with a lid. So what you're going to do is you put your vermiculite, in it right below where those eggs are going to sit. You can see how that's just hovering. There's about a ½ inch, 3/4 inch below it. So the substrate, whatever you're using, you don't have to use vermiculite here. You can use perlite, you can use whatever you want. It ends about 3/4 inch to a ½ inch below. Then what you're going to do is add water, and I like to add water right through the middle hole. Or you could add water right to the vermiculite, take this out, doesn't really matter. But if you have to recharge the water in these while you have eggs already sitting in these compartments, then you're going to use your sprayer, spray water right through the hole so you're not getting any of the eggs soaking wet. So now that I have my vermiculites wet, I already pre-wet this, and there is no mixture for how wet you want this. You can put pure water in the bottom of this, it doesn't matter. It's a suspended egg incubation method, which means the eggs are never touching the substrate. So it doesn't matter if you do a 1-to-1 water, 1 to 0.8 water, it doesn't matter. As long as there's moisture down here, you're fine. I eyeball it, still use the squeeze till the water stops dripping method for my vermiculite, and there we go. So that's your one step that's very important. You got your vermiculites already pre-mixed, you got your mold resting in there. So the next step is, well, how are you going to organize this? There is, on these 4 flaps that are right here, one flap has a notch on it. This is how you keep track of the organizational system your eggs are in. So what I like to do with my Sharpie, I'll go to where that notch is. Hopefully you can see it through the plastic. The notch is right here. So on the lid, I will make a horizontal line, and on the cup, I will make a vertical line, so that when I close this, I know exactly where that mark is supposed to hit. So when I go to put the lid back on, I know exactly where that is. So next, what I could do is write in here what project it was in this compartment. You know, maybe it was Tangelo laid on 1-3 in that compartment. So, and then when those babies hatch, you can take off the lid, put them into their hatchling containers. And then the nice part about this, put my Sharpie away, you can pick these up at any CVS, Walgreens, any drugstore you have available. Little alcohol wipes. The reason I like to use Sharpie, these little alcohol wipes you can use to wipe off that section, the data which you just put for that specific clutch, and then use it again. So these are really cheap. These little alcohol pads, you can buy them by like $1,000 for a couple bucks, and you just wipe off the Sharpie, and then your section is ready to go for the next set of eggs. So you're basically rotating these. I use, once they're together, the whole season, they stay like this. At the end of the season, everything gets broken down, vermiculite gets thrown away, These go into a, you can use these in a dishwasher, you can clean them, they're dishwasher safe. You can hand scrub them with whatever disinfectant you'd like to use. They're virtually indestructible, which is really nice. So again, the key points are where people tend to fail in this system is they have the vermiculite up to the bottom where the water or whatever from substrate you're using can then leach to the eggs, mold them out. A lot of people have issues saying, well, the animals, they hatch, they don't stay in their compartments. I have extremely few events of that occurring. But, like I said, if you're using the right lid, the right cup and lid system, this barrier, when you close it, the lid sits flush on the lid. So they can't get over. They're just not going to get to the other side. So again, I love this system. It's a great system. We've been using it here. We have many GEOs in rotation at the height of the season. And that little trick where you mark the lid, you mark the dish, I open this up, those always meet, so I know exactly what was in each one of these. This will save your incubator space by a lot. It multiplies what you can hold in your incubator by 4. So it's an amazing space saver for some of you out there who are maybe hatching a few hundred geckos, or maybe some of you that just have a hubovator or a smaller wine cooler type cabinet and wants to fit more into it before you upgrade. So this is an excellent tool. I hope I've covered all your questions, how to do it. It's exactly how we do it here. We have great success. We've hatched thousands of geckos on the GEO. I love them, very few problems. So if the egg's going to go bad, it's going to go bad whether you use vermiculite or if you use the GEO. So these are great because it separates everything out so the next clutch doesn't go bad if one happens to mold over from being infertile. So if you have any questions, please comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it, or you could go on our Facebook page, Luxurious Leopards, post any questions you might have there. Hope this was very informative to help you guys set up your incubation, since we are now in the height of egg laying and egg hatching. We already have babies on the ground for this season, so I wish everybody a great New Year, which is coming up this week. Hope you had a great Christmas, which just was last week, and I hope you have a great season coming up. Take care, guys.